outside. Let me go open this door. Go in here. Okay. So it's Friday, TGIF, and I'm still out here outside. I just got off a little while ago, and I figured that I would come out here and see what's going on out here. Thought I would get some rain, but I still want to. Hey, Todd. Still want to. Hey, Shallow. Still want to get this. This is two shells, and this will stay. Probably one of these down here. That one is probably going to go out. I do need to put some media around this. This is my Dendrobium canico. That looks, it's okay. It's deciduous, and it will. As far as back there, I mean, it looks pretty sparse, but that will be heading out sometime soon. A lot of this stays in here. I leave these paths and hopefully I'm back. I don't know what YouTube is or what's going on. I might take this outside. This is my encyclia. Probably just set it on one of these carts. But for the most part, this stuff will stay out here. Yeah, I've already emptied that. Most of my hanging stuff, I'll put that Tampensis out. I'm going to leave this one up here as long as that sheath stays full. I'll leave it here. My bulbos will stay here. This table will stay here. These are a little bit cooler. Some seedlings. I'll grab that cat, take it out. Flowers don't last long. Hey, Fernanda. This is recovering quite well, I think. Yeah, there's a root right there that was not there. And actually that new growth on this side over there looks really nice. And there's another new growth coming out of there. So, and that spike that's down there may actually push at some point. This is it's never bloomed for me. It's always been in a state of bad, or I should say rescue. This is Foul Margie Lane, whatever that means. Waiting on that to open. That's going to be pretty fragrant. Yeah, but most of these look my limb. It just does what it wants to do. Makes no sense at all. It just doesn't. I don't get it. I mean, this is where I initiated the video, and it's not wanting to start. This is some crazy. There we go. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Nice roots there coming out. One thing I did notice was that on these cattleyas, when I originally, and I've seen so many people clip off all of these roots that are dried, but you see that dried root right there? That was not a dried root. But to look at those roots, and then I have another example, if I can find out where it is. Oh, it's over here. This is a cattleya that I just bought out today. Right here, a little miniature thing. It actually might have almost put up a spike, a bloom spike, because that feels like, well, maybe that's nothing. But you see that? Now that's not exactly the same thing. Pretty good. And there's a nice new growth coming up there. Maybe I'll get one right there, which this is the lead. So that will be nice. This is my Encyclia tam, or it's a Lotta. And I saw that there was a growth right there. So, things are coming alive. That's a nice growth. So, yeah. But one thing I wanted to point out specifically was I have always wanted to bloom this Dendrobium thistaflorum. This is probably my second one at least. And I had high hopes for specifically this plant because it is a bloom-sized plant. But hopefully it's better. I've been losing connection twice during this live, so I don't get it. I'm outside. It doesn't make sense. Hopefully you're hearing me okay. But I was actually going to throw this away because it had a new growth up here that blasted, and the canes were just looking really bad. But when I took a closer look at it, this is the latest cane that it put up last year, and this is the previous year's cane. I just think maybe I'll give it one more year. There really are no, well, I mean, there's a bulbous, a little protrusion, a little nubbin, but that's not going to do anything, obviously, not anytime soon. But maybe I'll give it one more season before I don't know what I'll do. It'll just depend on what goes on, what happens, what it's looking like at the end of the growth season. So fingers crossed, because this may be the end of thistaflorum. I mean, I've tried it potted. Now I'm trying it mounted. And if it doesn't do any better, then I'm just going to give up on it. Especially when I've got all those plants. Hey, Sandra. Especially when I've got so much coming probably next week, because I paid for my order last night. Unlike this plant is doing great. You can see all those roots that are coming through towards the back. And that's just amazing. I mean, it's only been on this mount since March. So, yay. That's good. That's another good thing right there. You can see all those little growths coming up. Even this plant that I just got, which is Andre Millar, which I'm going to do a feature on this plant, even though it's going out of bloom. This is just such a historical plant because I found a lot of good information on. It's probably Andrea Millar is the pronunciation, I would assume, because it's a female. But it's Andree. But anyway, looking at this plant, which is obviously healthy, it's a Latoria cross, which is Atroviolaceum, I think, and convolutum. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just finishing its bloom, but as I turn the plant around, you can see there's a new growth coming out right there. So, I mean, it is still growing. These plants do not need a rest. They just need to keep giving them water and nutrients year-round, even in the wintertime. And I'm really happy with all of these newly mounted. I just have not this one, but I did redo those. But You can see the root tip right there and the tips that are coming out on the plant. There's another one right there. It's got a new growth and nice root. Moving on down here, new growth, and look at all those roots. This was mounted March, so I'd say that's doing very good. And this all happened during the winter. Not the winter, but before I brought them out here. So this is the perfect time for them to be out here. Their growth should accelerate. Look at those roots, and that is on the mount. These are, I think I got these from Alan Black. I know I did. That is Laelia pucellarina crossed with Brassavola glauca. Yeah, that's Alan Black. And so yeah, I'm very happy with those Brassavolas that I recently mounted. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. Wish I could show you some blooms though. Even this, which did not bloom for me this year. But when you look into the plant, there it is. Nice roots. So, anyway, I just wanted to do that little bitty short video just to give a little peek on what's going on out here. That's pretty much what I wanted to show you. And this is also putting out a new growth, which is nice. That's my Sunny Delight crossed with Richard Mueller. But anyway, everyone, I am going to start watering, and I'll maybe see you on the weekend. Enjoy your orchids. Bye. Thanks.